Created by Japanese indie game developer On Nakayama, Grow is a flash game series that launched in 2002. The developer hosted his creations on his website eyesmaze.com, but you could also find them on other flash game websites. The Grow series consists of 12 main games and 7 mini games. So here we go. For main games, we have Grow Island, Grow Cube, Grow RPG, Grow Valley, Grow Tower, Grow version 1, Grow version 2, Grow version 3, Grow Cannon, Grow Forest, which was cancelled, Grow Maze, Grow Clay, and Grow Park. For mini games, there's Grow Ornament, Grow Nano version 0, Grow Nano volume 1, 2, and 3, Grow Nano 4, Grow Cinderella, and Grow Comeback. With that, let's go on a Grow adventure. When I was younger, I used to wake up super early on weekends so I could get on my mom's laptop before my brother did. I spent some time watching YouTube, but I would mostly play flash games on Ancon and other websites. Ancon looks exactly the same when I used it as a kid, but it's not a secure website, so I would suggest not going on it. I don't know. I played Nitrome games, your classic MMOs like Club Penguin. I was feral about Moshi monsters, and I absolutely loved Shop Empire. And I really want to talk about Shop Empire one day, but that day is not today. And there was one game series me and my brother were really intrigued by, which was the Grow series. The Grow series was insanely captivating to us. All of the characters, the art style, charm, the puzzles, everything about the world of Grow games is truly enthralling. At some point, my brother used to do computer camp where he got to make a website, and I remember him posting some Grow games on it. Full of color, happiness, and creativity, the Grow series is so unique it only makes sense that one person came up with all this stuff. All of the buildings, the original creatures, the flow of the games from point A to point B. I keep saying it over and over again, but Grow is the embodiment of creativity. The games I played the most out of the series were Grow Island and Grow Valley. They're my personal favorites out of the whole series. I love all the games, but these two hold a very special place in my heart. What I love the most about the series is how caring and full of love the games are. Grow Valley and Grow Island especially have this theme of community and love that I really admire. You can't help but smile and be happy while exploring On's work. So here's the point in the video where I want to talk about most of the games. I'm not going to talk about all of them because that would kind of take a while, and I just want to mention notable ones for the most part. And I'm going to start this off with Grow Island. This one is a juggernaut. Because it's a puzzle game, Grow Island actually has 2 endings. 2! One being the secret ending. There's so much to love about Grow Island. This one really captured my attention when I was younger. I loved how weird and colorful it was. This game is by far my favorite music tracks from the series, and that's another thing to mention. The Grow series not only has very distinct visuals, but a very distinct sound that is anything but bangin'. The game plays out as you grow the island. If done right, then you get a lively utopia of animals, sometimes alien friends, rainbow juice, electronics, a dog coming out of a volcano to spill a substance, you name it, it's there. I never got the dog thing, but it sits in a special part of my brain. Next we have Grow Cube. This was one of the games my brother hosted on his old website. Out of all the puzzles, I think this one was always the hardest for me to get in the right order, but either way, it's a really fun one. Watching everything come to life in the end is just really fun and cool. I like it a lot. Grow Valley is a masterpiece, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. This game also has great music, lots of classics in this one. I absolutely love the Ricky sound effect. I have no idea what it is or why, but I say it all the time. This one is definitely one of the longer Grow games in the series. A lot unfolds in this one, and it's mainly about watching all of the changes happen in the valley. I always thought it was super creative when they give all of the mechanical electronic devices animal designs, like there's the gopher, groundhog drill, there's the dragonfly car that flies. I want to soar in the dragonfly car. Grow Valley has that really cool tree building at the end, awesome hot spring, cool trains, and most importantly, it shows us the importance of community. Heart. Grow version 1 is a really fun puzzle game. There's so many different routes to take and endings to get. I love looking through them all. Each route is crazy! You can end up with melted polar bears, a polar bear train, the Polar Express, if you will, an underground Cyclops kingdom, the Earth, a giraffe, in quotation marks, a yin-yang dragon that I thought was the coolest thing I'd ever seen as a kid, a round vampire, a fishbowl flower, and many more. The possibilities are endless until it ends, but this one is definitely just really cool and goes above and beyond. It's so fun to get every ending out there. I'd describe Grow Tower as being a whirlwind. A lot happens really fast, and it's amazing. It's like that one part of the Fort episode from Phineas and Ferb. I like the flower fireworks, the cute dinosaurs, the machine that combines this creature, the little planes. I love it all. Grow Maze is one that I hadn't seen until now, and wow, this one is super elaborate and really cool. This one's pretty long, but it's a lot of fun, and so much happens, it's crazy. I love the cat trap and the little burglar guy. Definitely check this one out. It's a treat. Grow Nano Volume 3 is a minigame in the Grow series. I played this one a lot when I was younger. I don't know why, but I came across it a lot as a kid. It's a nice little game. Gotta take care of yourself when necessary. Self-care and all. It's a good message from On. Grow RPG is an RPG! It has lots of RPG elements, but overall it's not gonna take you 30 hours to complete, so maybe it's not fully RPG as I thought. It's a neat puzzle with neat perspective on a sphere and cool designs. So this game wasn't included on Wikipedia, probably because it's not a Grow game, but it is a game made by On, Ice Maze. I remembered playing it. It's called Chronon. It's a really interesting puzzle game with a cool concept and this bird guy, and you have to like help free this thing in the cage, this little guy in a cage. But without a guide, it's pretty difficult to understand. But the creator acknowledges that. It's still really cool though, and you have to like complete it by, I guess, changing things in certain spots at like specific times in the day. It's interesting, but I feel like it would be kind of hard to fully get across to people, but it's still really cool. I always viewed the creator of the Grow series as kind of like somewhat of a mysterious figure because I never knew anything about Nakayama, and I mean, I don't know him personally. I just know vaguely internet things and situations from the internet and his own like talkings, his tweets. He does have a Twitter where he shares some more insight into some personal life things, talking about art and games, his creations, etc. You see that, you see it. So it's one of those things where like maybe you don't know much about him, but if you wanted to, then boom, it's there in plain sight. So I always thought that his presence was just kind of interesting, where you think like he's maybe this elusive person, but not really. Like he's there in plain sight. You can totally check out all sorts of things going on with him. So yeah. In 2018, On was diagnosed with heart failure and had surgery done in 2019. The procedure was successful, however it seems that his health problems haven't fully been taken care of, since in December of 2020, he wrote a post talking about how a year later, after his surgery, he gradually became ill again. On September 23, 2022, he gave a little update on Twitter stating that since his surgery, he's been recovering but also been getting worse. Though in the same post, he says he's getting better little by little. At the end of the day, I hope for the best for On. I didn't write an outro because I'm learning that I don't really like writing scripts that much sometimes. Like other times it's fine, but sometimes, I don't know, I just like talking off the cuff about things. And now that's what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, I really like the Grow series of games. A lot of people do. For the longest time, I didn't remember like the Grow umbrella title. and I had always wanted to go back and play these games, but I didn't know what the name was. So I was like, what's that game where you touch the things and then the people show up and they go Ricky, and then they do all the cool valley things. But then eventually I figured it out. I was like, oh my god, I can play the games again. And that was probably before Flash died. But you can still play the games now. You just, there's Ruffle, the emulator, which is great. And you can go on, the actual Eyes Maze website and play the games there. And they're still lots of fun. On's still creating some stuff. It seems like there's some cool animations on his YouTube channel that I think are pretty cool. There's a new one that's like incredible. I would highly suggest watching it because it's just really cool. And he spent a lot of time on it. And I can definitely see why, because it's kind of crazy. But you should definitely just watch that if you want to look at cool grow stuff that is really cool. But yeah, I just really like the grow games. I want to talk about it. I wanted to talk about this to the 8 people in the audience, so here we go. This was my grow video. Have fun. Go eat your lunch. Go make some tea. Go for a walk. And have a nice, good time. Bye bye!